Hello everyone, my name is Pavita, Assistant Professor CSE Department 8, RPIT College Pastada Karnal. Today we will discuss about what is scope. In a computer programming, a scope is the context within a computer program in which a variable name or other identifier is valid and can be used, or within which a declaration has effect. Outside of the scope of a variable name, the variable value may still be stored and may even be accessible in the same way, but the name does not refer to it. That is, the name is not found in the variable storage. Type of scope: static and dynamic scope. Static scope, also called lexical scoping. If a variable name scope is certain functions, that its scope is the program text of the function definition. Within that text, the variable name exists and is bound to its variable, but outside that text, the variable name does not exist. Dynamic scope. In dynamic scoping or dynamic scope, if a variable name is scope is certain function, then its scope is the time period during which the functions in executing. While the function is running, the variable name existing and is bound to its variable, but after the function returns, the variable name does not exist. Characteristic of instrument. There are two types of characteristic instrument: static characteristic of instrument, dynamic characteristic of instrument. Static characteristic of instrument. The static characteristic of instrument are required to be considered for the instrument which measure unvarying process condition. The static characteristics are defined for the instrument which measure quantities which do not vary with time. The main static of characteristic: accuracy, sensitivity, reproducibility, drift, static error, dead zone, third linear stability, range of span, base accuracy. It is the degree of closeness with which in the instrument reading approach the turn value of the quality being measured. The accuracy of measuring indicate the names the actual true value of the quantity. Sensitivity is the ratio of change in output of instrument to that the change input. The manufacturer specifies sensitivity as the ratio of magnitude of the measured quantity of the magnitude of the response. This ratio is called inverse sensitivity of diffraction factor. As you can see in pictures, that is defined by two major sensitivity methods. Reproducibility. Reproducibility is defined as the degree of closeness by which a given value can be repeatedly measured. The reproducibility is specified for period of time. Perfect reproducibility signifies the given readings that are taken for an input do not vary with time. Drift. The drift is defined as the gradual shift in the identifications over a period of time wherein the input variable does not change. Drift may be caused because of environment factor like stray electric field, stray magnetic field, thermal change in temperature, mechanical variation, etc. Drift is classified into three categories: zero drift, swim drift, and zonal drift. Static error. It is the deviation from the true value of the measured variable. It involves comparisons of an unknown quantity with accepted standard quantity. The degree to which instrument approaches to its accepted value is expected term of error measurement. Dead zone. In the largest range of input quantity for which there is no output. For example, the input that applied for instrument may not be sufficient to overcome fraction. It only responds when it overcomes the fraction process. Appreciations. It is measure of the reproducibility of measurement that is given in fixed value variable. Precisions measure of the degree to which successive measurement differ from each other. For example, consider an instrument on which can be taken up to 1. The instrument has zero adjustment error, so when we taken reading, the instrument is highly precise. Thresholds is the smallest measurable input below which no output change can be identified, which specify those manifests give the first detectable output change. Linearity. Linearity is defined as the ability of instrument to reproduce its input linearly. Linearity is simply measure the maximum deviations of deviation point from the straight line. Stability. The ability of instrument to retain its performance through its specified storage lives and operating life is called stability. Stability measures the instrument. Thank you.